why do Jews kill innocent children? Okay, so Israel does not intentionally kill innocent children. Some innocent children die in the course of war, any war, but Israel does not do it purposefully. And to the extent that Israel has killed children intentionally, or specific soldiers killed children intentionally, I would like to point you to, for example, so I'll do it. I'll show what I'm doing now live. So earlier I showed a resource bank that I made. So now I'm just going to filter through children fighters. We have education to commit jihad.
Mahal is here to listen.
It's okay. I think the point is important. I don't care about him. I'm not going to convince him. He's not asking this in good faith. So we have Hamas children holding RPG. They're taught to fight in kindergarten. Their soldiers are as young as 13, 14, 15. Those are considered children. There we go. See, this is a child. In summer camp, what they're taught to do is to shoot RPGs in Gaza. This is Hamas. Okay, this is the Hamas logo. So if you're shot at, first of all, you don't always know the age of the person shooting you. Secondly, you don't take their ID. If they're like 15, they could look older, and it doesn't matter what their day job is. Like, why do you shoot journalists? Because other than being journalists, and maybe in their day job, they're active Hamas fighters, and so we don't check their resume before we fight them, before we strike them. And this is just a cynical usage of of humanitarian law and humanitarian standards in the West in order to discredit Israel. And so then some children die, unfortunately, because they're used as human shields, because Hamas refused to evacuate people and to allow people to evacuate when Israel asked them to evacuate, so that they wouldn't be in danger in the fighting area. And others are actual fighters that a child in this conflict is anyone under 18. Oh, okay, there's another good point to bring up. It's in raw stats. And there's actually, this is from...
I need you to send me this.
So this is mine. I if you look at the stream earlier, this is on my own personal Google Drive. Where is this? There's a graph with numbers that shows essentially the fatality rate by group, and males 15 to 19 are and 20 onwards, like fighting age males are okay. I'm not finding it now, but fighting age males are very overrepresented. Okay,
one of the saddest things to me as like a teacher and someone who specializes in early childhood development, I'm
gonna ban the user because he's spamming. I see in the chat. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So all the hate, all this rage that is brought to those kids at a very young age. Now, at the first 6 years of our lives, we have something that is called like the sponge brain. And that basically means that everything goes in. Everything upon everything goes in. That means like that trauma from wars will go in and it will linger. And that also means that all this indoctrination is incredibly dangerous to their mind. And I'm not just talking about the mentality, I'm talking about physically. It can physically harm their brain's development.
Yeah. So my background is in cognitive science, and absolutely. We develop a lot of our worldview very early on, and we have like stable rules for how the world operates. And often this has to do with parenting. Like if you have bad parents that make you feel insecure or you don't have a place in the world, you can carry that on for the rest of your life. So it might be, you might be able to change it under extreme situations, but oh, I think Superior's frozen.
Oh.
At least on my end. But the but generally people take what they learn in that age for their lifetime.
Yeah.
Joanne is saying, what baffles me is people screaming about 73,000 in Palestine over 3 odd years, but hardly anything in mainstream media about 42,000 in 2 days in Iran. And potentially more. Trump is now up to 54,000, and I don't know if that 54,000 is over the war, over the course of the war, or just over those 2 days.
I know that Jeffrey has said that there is a suspicion that it can be up to 100,000, but I am but I don't.
I've heard that as well.
Like, yeah, I heard it from him. I don't necessarily. Omid said it was over 100,000.
So I mean, it's estimates, but yeah,
it's estimate. It's complicated. I don't like to just throw numbers around, but Jeffrey, and considering his background in the military, I trust him more than most when it comes to things like that.
Yep, I agree. And I've heard this from multiple people who have sources inside Iran. The estimates by the Iranians who have experienced it is well over it probably around 100,000. That's what I've heard. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about with you, what I thought we can do today as like an activity is I summarized Eisenkot. So what I was originally going to do before the troll interrupted was show this. So again, these are the main parties. That's roughly their distributions as of like a week ago, based on the polls. I think it's slightly underselling the right, but I don't think the right being the purple parties, the Netanyahu bloc. But I don't think they have enough to have a majority of over 60 seats. But I do think they have more than 50, which is roughly what this is.
What I think it's important to mention, like, isn't it the first time in forever that any party has more estimated mandates than the Likud?
No, Kachol Lavan had more seats also. I think 2 out of the 4 times. But and also Kadima in 2008 had 1 more seat than he could, but Netanyahu ended up forming the government because he had the largest bloc.